Hello you guys and welcome back to a new video from my channel. My name is Jessie and today I am building once again a little something in The Sims 4. Today we are actually at a park in Willow Creek, and this park is a little bit special because this is a fantasy world inspired park. So currently I am building on a save file basically that is like a fantasy world, like what you read in Webtoons, like this as a Sims world basically, and it is not really like historically accurate for that sake, so it's more like whimsical, a bit pink, a bit fantasy, a bit fun. So I wanted to build that so badly, and today we are building a little park for that world. And this park is actually something I'm very proud of because we have a little bridge. This was a bit of trying to trick the Sims game in some ways because it wasn't really easy to make this work, and I had to use different techniques to make it work. I have never seen somebody do it like this because I actually did not search up a certain tutorial or anything. I just did what I thought would work, and it kind of worked out at the end. And I used a lot of platforms. I used the second floor to do this and stuff, so it was quite hard to achieve, but we did manage at the end. And throughout this whole build I was really worried about how it would come together because you see it is looking quite bland at the moment, and in general it just seemed like this would look horrendous, and I was so concerned. I was like, oh gosh, could I be like wasting my time, will this look horrible? But it turned out to be quite honestly one of my favorite things I've ever built. It looks so whimsical, it looks like straight out of Bridgerton, it looks like exactly how I imagined people in Webtoon would go. I have a Pinterest reference for this one. I will not show it because I think I have no rights to show that picture, but it is heavily inspired by that one. Obviously I could not ideally like remake it the same way. I would really love to be able to put different heights for the water in, so I would have loved to be able to put like a waterfall in, like kind of imagine like an Animal Crossing where you can put in the different levels of water and like terrain. I would really love for that to be possible because sometimes I just want certain areas to be with water maybe and sunken. It is a bit tricky to work with the terrain tools in The Sims, and I usually just never do it. I really struggled with this terrain as well, and I maybe should have marked it out with like stripes of terrain paint before I started just straight going into the build, because I did have some symmetry going on that did not really work out at the end. I think we have everything one tile to the left, but you don't really notice if you look at the building. And in general, I just really struggled with the terrain. I really, like in the inspiration I had, there were like waterfalls and multiple levels of water, so these little ponds left and right from the little platform I built are actually elevated in the inspiration picture and have like little waterfalls tumbling down to this little big pond in the middle, and this pond going forth to the entrance is actually also lower than the one in the middle, so we have like kind of this staircase thing with the water, which I think is really beautiful in real life. I saw many of these types of like fountain and water things in real life, and I really think they're quite beautiful, but it is just not possible to do in The Sims currently. Maybe in the new Sims game I know what will be there and what will be happening, and maybe in other games, but simply Sims 4 is still not offering that. And now I am just framing the whole pond with this, like it's actually, what is it? It's not really a pond, is it? It's like a lake. It's so big, with these little green leaves. So I mixed some CC flowers and greens with like the in-game base game ones, and actually these like circular hedges, they are modded in some kind of way. I don't know how CC works in that regard, but they are modded apparently in a way that they used a different hedge, like a small one, like a slim one, as the base or something. So if you scroll away far enough, they just vanish, and you just see the little thing in the middle, so you do have to go quite closely to them. And I was like so confused because I thought they deleted themselves, and I placed like another one on top. It wasn't there as well, and I just scrolled back and forth, and I thought, oh my god, they just disappear when I scroll back, so they were still there, but I just, you know, made them disappear by accident, I guess. And we are already very far in. This is a quick build because it's just a park. It's not that highly detailed. I only put in some chests, and that was like basically all of the things you could do here. It's more like strolling. I mentioned like where the Bridgertons go strolling. We have some swans in the lake. We have like many different water features. I really liked that idea to have many different fountains. I thought that it would be the most fitting in this area. I don't know. I really think it also fits in to the Willow Creek area in some like regard. I really like how the cherry blossom trees in the back fit to these, like, I think these are willow trees in pink. They are CC, I really don't know. But this is heavily used, like the CC I used the most is from Syboulette. I will definitely, you know, say everything about it down below. If you want to check them out, they do have great CC. And this carriage, I had to delete it, but I love the carriage. I have it in so many of the homes I am building for the fantasy world, but it did not fit because these reins for the horses are there and I cannot delete them. And I just decided to not do that. I decided, okay, let's just put it away, because usually when I have a house I build, I just stick them into the house in some kind of way when they are at the entrance. But in this case there is no house. I actually did try to put in a little like bathroom area, but I could not because it just didn't fit the vibe. So at the end it's actually not a park, it's like a other kind of like random housing thing. It's a bit an issue if you want your Sims to like naturally stroll there. They just don't go there for some reason. I have to figure out how to get them to go there maybe. But I just really liked this to be more like how it would be. And on the other side of the Willow Creek area, it's literally, there are toilets and you don't really need them in the park, so I did not really see a reason for it to be there. I put in a lot of benches, you can just sit there. This is like basically everything there is. You can play in the fountain in the middle, it's like this big one from Romantic Garden, but otherwise it's just really not that much going on. And I really love this area, it's like so cute. And we are cutting it close to the end, so I hope you enjoyed. If you did, please like and subscribe, and I hope we will see each other some next time. Sul Sul, and bye bye.